First guest is David Charkham. Now, David is an addiction recovery consultant. This is off the back of what we were discussing earlier on, this very strange story, but a very real story, which is that predominantly young men are getting addicted to cryptocurrency trading. I kid you not. David, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on Talk this afternoon.
Hello, good morning.
I don't want to make light of this. I mean, it's quite surprising, isn't it? We normally talk about addiction being confined to kind of alcohol and drugs, gambling and so on. I guess this is a form of gambling. But have you heard of this? The fact that this is a significant issue now where men are predominantly men, maybe some women, but predominantly men, are moving away perhaps from spread betting on the football and being addicted to their PlayStation, and instead they're taking punts on cryptocurrency fluctuations.
Yes, I have heard of it. It's been going on since cryptocurrency started. It's just another, if you like, mood-altering situation or process addiction where people can become dependent to extremes. Not everybody. It's like drink, drugs, all the other possible addictions. There are millions of people that can maybe have a flutter, whether it's crypto or it's a local betting shop, or have a drink on a Friday night, or maybe experiments with drugs, but they can walk away from it.
So David, why is it that some people have more of a propensity to be not just addicted, but for it to ruin their lives, frankly?
Well, that is when you cross the line in a dependent addiction. I mean, there's not time to say why. I mean, whether it's DNA or what, there are just some people that cannot just sip or have one bet. And I've been involved in treating people with those situations for some time now. But the good news is there is a way out. There is a way out of it, but people can be consumed. And also it's noticing the signs, let's say cryptocurrency. So perhaps it's concealing the amount of time and money you're spending on it, getting into debt, and the inability to control the impulsive urge to gamble, because call it what you like, it's gambling. Yeah. It's risk-taking, exciting.
And do you think that's what it is? It's just about the buzz?
It's about the buzz,
the thrill seeking.
It's about the stepping out of reality, and also for many people it's a way of blunting their emotions.
And do you think it's got worse and worse and worse addiction? Obviously, look, you've had your own challenges, I understand it.
I have indeed. Yes, it has got worse, because I went through a rehab program 36 years ago, and of course there was temptation, but that was pre-internet, pre-mobile phones, the gambling world's exploding. And I did make a note, which really, I was looking up some facts and figures, and would you like to have a guess of how much is spent across the UK on gambling? Just have a guess, give me a ballpark figure. How much do you think?
On an annual basis, David?
Yeah, just on the UK on gambling.
I'm guessing it's something between £5 and £10 billion a year. Billion.
Well, it's £7 billion.
Ooh, not bad.
You're on the money.
Not bad.
£7 billion, and
you don't see many betting shops or casinos going out of business, David, do you?
You do not. And look how many times you see an advert on television subliminally, whether it's on a football shirt or whether it's sponsoring this, that, the other. The gambling industry, I think, will be held to rights.
Do you think those ads should be banned, David?
I think so. I mean, if we go back to a while back, when it wasn't that long ago historically that cigarettes were banned on advertising on Formula One cars.
Yes.
So it's a similar. I think so. But the profits made are, well, we can only imagine how much money people are making.
Yeah, and before you go, David, just a quick bit of advice. If someone is listening to this and has, whether it be a crypto addiction or something else, where can they go for help? We talked about it being the NHS, but I'm kind of hesitant to overburden the NHS, given that the taxpayers funded it to the tune of £190 billion this year already. What can they do, sir?
Yeah, what they can do is go. I work with a very special treatment centre, actually, is out in Thailand, where people can go anonymously, really. They can say they're going on a holiday. They can go out to Thailand, where they've got, it's called the Cabin in northern Thailand, where they have specialist gambling addiction therapists who deal with those, not only with the treatment and the ways out of it, but so they can come back and not pick up a drink, a drug, or a bet again.
Well,
With support.
David,
There's no magic cure.
No, I'm sure. Look, David, thank you very much, not just for joining us, but for all of the work you do. Thanks for joining us on Talk. And also, if you have been affected by anything we've been discussing, you can visit talk.tv/helplines.